Hi, I'm Karen. Welcome to Texas Farmstead Living. On today's video, I'm going to share with you my easy recipe for making beet kvass. Beet kvass is known for many health benefits. It's known as a blood tonic, a liver cleanse, and being very rich in probiotics. So on today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I make it every spring. I like to make it when the beets are in season. So the things that you'll need to make beet kvass are, I really like to use this Celtic sea salt for my beet kvass. It's a gray salt. Just make sure that your salt does not have iodine or anti-caking agents, just plain salt. But this is what I use. It's widely available. 2 bunches of beets I just bought at the farmer's market. And usually a bunch of beets has about 3 or 4 beets in it. And I typically use 1 set of beets for a half-gallon jar. So I like to use the ball canning jars to make my beet kvass. Of course, you can use picklet jars, and the fermentation lids that I like to use have a little hole in the top and a bubbler that will go inside. So this is what I use to make sauerkraut and a lot of my fermented foods. So they're pretty widely available. But anyway, just use what you have. If you only have a lid, then you will just loosen your lid daily to let the carbon dioxide out. So just use what you have, and it'll work great. So let's get started. Okay, we've rinsed our beets, and remember, I like to use 1 bunch of beets to make 1 jar of beet kvass. So we're going to trim the tops off. And of course, save the greens, super nutritious. But we're just going to cube them in about 1/2 inch pieces, something like that. Remember, beets will stain your clothes and your cutting board. These are organic beets. I'm not going to peel them. I'm just going to cube. Okay, see all the beets left behind? I've got red hands and red on my cutting board, so you want to make sure you understand that. So we did 4 beets, and look at the jar. It's almost about half full. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of the Celtic salt. Or I guess 1 tablespoon will work too. So there's 3 teaspoons. And we're just going to cover this with water. I only go about 1 inch above the beets because I'm going to ferment these beets twice. Okay, now we're going to put the lid on our jar with a seal and a ring. Okay, we're going to put I like to put the bubbler, see this little thing, it floats, this little top, and it floats above this, so you know when it quits releasing carbon dioxide, it will fall. And we're going to put water in this bubbler. Just a little bit. It's kind of got a marking, as you can see. Okay, now we're going to put the little bubbler gosh, it's already got releasing carbon dioxide. Okay, we're gonna put the lid on, and beautiful. One of the simplest things to ferment. Now, if you want to speed things up or a little more, I guess, protection, you can use, they have little fermentation packets that you can use, or you can put a couple of tablespoons of sauerkraut juice or kombucha, and that's supposed to speed things along. Now, of course, I only use the Celtic salt and the beets and the filtered water. Make sure it is filtered, no chlorine water. I typically set this aside from anywhere from 2 to 7 days. But this little bubbler, you know, when the fermentation's over, I can't believe that's how alive these beets are. It will fall. And that's kind of how, you know, what I use as a signal that my products are finished fermenting. But anyway, after day 2, you can start tasting it, and just when it's the way that you like it, when it's fermented, you just can refrigerate it. So let me show you how I store my Beet Kvass. So I will ferment this, and then I will strain the Beet Kvass off of the beets, and then I'll leave about 1/4 a cup of the Beet Kvass behind, and then I will add water again to about 1 inch above. So this is the first straining of Beet Kvass, and I made it a year ago, and I've just been keeping it in the refrigerator. So it's, I like to have a little shot glass of Beet Kvass in the morning. This is what your Beet Kvass will look after your second fermentation. It will just be a little lighter and more diluted, but anyway, you should do 2 fermentations. So then, after you strain your second fermentation, your beets that are left, you can use those in a salad, but I wouldn't throw those away. I would definitely use them and put some kind of dressing or salad. It's perfect for that. But a little shot glass or a glass every day is really good for you and delicious. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to learn more about Texas farmstead living. So from our Texas farmstead to you, have a blessed day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.